like to sing in honor of our flag, please feel free to do so. I'm very happy to do this. Really happy to put this together and everybody else. Wow. That's what I do.
What paper straight? Find my camera bag.
Hey, where's Raymond Nero? He's been to 45 or so Laurel festivals, parades in a row. Raymond Nero, where is he? He's down there somewhere. Get him away, give us a wave. I was told to send a shout out to Raymond. Raymond, awesome.
Keep going at me for a minute. Stay there and I'm going to work on this one.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
What's that?
All right, hey, who's got a pen? You need a pen. So we get a shirt or a pen. We're still going to get $1. Who's going to get $100? So I'm just going to run all the way back somewhere, however we get a pen like that. Watch this. All right. seasonal businesses that didn't operate last year. They're all back here behind us, very much cruising your business, and coming here than ever. We're so happy to see these smiles, and we're just so happy to be back also. Yeah. Maybe if you buy a little dollar tree or whatever you support, back there, it's always good to help out the manager too.
Does that change when I close that? Does that change when I close that? Can you see it before you put it on? How about the other one? Oh, that's just
And then the 10 days down on the camera, so you're streaming today. You guys can give a round of applause.
that's this.
And the filming this. We've got some movies too on YouTube as well.
And thank you to Rich for all his work. That's what I'm on, right?
We can do more kinds of horror movies than anybody can do. There's a stat.
I don't know why that's not coming off. All right, stay on this one for a minute. Stay on this one for a minute. Yep. Keep trying to shut the thing off.
Amazing photos that you're going to see on Facebook and online and videos on TV and everything. That linebacker, that is the perfect backdrop. Are we streaming right now, Vinny?
Yes.
We are. Hello. And the digital standing, we have a new website, and on the website, you can catch the stream of this and that, or Facebook. I was Facebook, but we were on the website, we had the meetings in the studio this morning, and they're all their interviews.
That is KC101FM.com. It's also on Facebook.
Yeah. We forget where we put things. Yeah. So, yeah, and most of them are up on the website. There's a limit how many go up there, the other half will go up there. So enjoy. We go all up front. What do you got with them? Okay, we're going to start giving out free beer next.
I'm on
Free beer tomorrow. Does anybody have any entertainment they'd like to do right here? Cartwheels?
I think you can do it.
Anybody have any dance ability they'd like to share?
You're doing a robot pretty good yesterday.
I was doing a robot pretty well. I have a limited audience size with my robot of one. How are you? What do you like to do? Are you okay? What's your name? Come here. What's your name? Where you from? Everything good? You have anything else to say? You come up with something else, we're going to get $1 on our wall, so see what we can do. Okay? Look at this. Who loves regular? water, spray everybody.
You can do all that other stuff, but can't help. Good job, buddy.
Anybody else? There's Mike again.
Look how hard that had to follow up.
There's a couple of managers. Wait a minute. Here we go. Oh! It's different these days. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you a dollar, buddy. I got more time than I do. But here, we'll give you something that's worth a dollar. I tried, man. I'll pay my debt. It's working. The ladies who are singing God Bless America, thank you so much. Yes. National anthem, yeah. My hearing aid battery's having to replace.
He gets his major out and he gets his out.
I can get a doctor's note for hearing aids. It's okay. Round of applause.
I like her.
All right, we got some more kids out here. I got the one. Yeah, do you want to play the radio or hiring for entertaining people? We need young people. Young people. Any kids like to come out? And I got dollar bills. You can anything that makes people clap. And I'll tell you what, they're clap just by anything. So you come out and make them clap right here. There's a dollar for you. Courtesy of the wonderful lady. Come on, you can do it. You can come up to it, yeah. You can get a dollar. Here you go. Get your friends together. Here we go. I got a clap behind you. Okay, here we go. Bring it over here. $2. You don't want to do that. Yeah, she's got one there.
What's going on here?
Yeah. Not bad. I just want to have some more lunch. Who's next? Somebody? My turn. Make it clap. Everybody clap for me. Somebody give me a microphone. Can you give me a microphone? You're very welcome. Can you hear me that one well done?
I'm going to get $10 for all that.
That was awesome. Oh my God. He looked at me and said a sincere thank you to him. Kids looking and said, thank you. That's doing great things, so thank you. Anybody else? We got the break coming. It's going to be pretty quick.
Yeah, there is. It's coming. It's on its way. Yeah, I got to give you one of these so you know what you're talking about.
I will donate you something to a charity.
Take this real fast and I'll set that one back. And then we'll just have to go with it. I'm going to get down to the ground.
Here you go.
You want to switch it back? Okay, we'll switch it back.
Yeah, yeah.
$2 jokes, $2. There's one handle hit, right?
Those are,
We're on this one.
Hey, another three. Put some music on. I can play it through here if you want. If you want to bring your phone over. I do it fast though, because the parade's going to be here in a minute. Be smart, everyone. We're trying. Yeah, we can run the whole radio station.
participate in reenactment. Let's give it up for the Bucktails. And followed up with that is Senator Chris Dush. He's our new senator representing the area. He's driven by Bob Morris, longtime resident of Wellsboro. And this 2007 Miata. Okay, coming into screen right now would be the Wellsboro Area Marching Band. This is directed by a Wellsboro alumnus, Morgan Schaefer. They're looking fine and sharp today. Band includes 70 active instrumentalists and 10 band front members, grades 7 to 12, who perform in the concert band, jazz ensemble, marching hornet band, and parade band. They're honored and proud to host the other bands for this festival. If you're hearing some of the cheering, the band is followed by the booster band, which is dispensing some candy along the parade route. Kids love it. Now we'll have a few minutes to make an adjustment. I think we're bringing this to you today commercial free. This is commercial free. So when we have a pause in the parade, we don't have a commercial to get in our way. I'm checking with the staff here. We're having a little team meeting. We're glad you're out there. We'll bring you in on it. A lot of support today from Blue Ridge Cable, Ken Van Zant Productions. We are up and running, and I hope you're picking up on the live stream. On a personal note, this is very new to me. I don't know where to plug these buttons in and things, but we're going to make a go of it today. We're looking forward to seeing an old friend in the next vehicle. And it looks like him. That should be our own local Matt Baker. Now, Matt moved on to the federal government, and no jokes on that. But anyways, he's the director of U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Region 3. And he's a former member of the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. Matt is now the director of Intergovernmental and External Affairs for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Matt and his wife Brenda reside in Wellsboro. And Anthony Matuch is driving his 2007 VW EOS hardtop convertible. Welcome, Matt. I don't know how that sounded to you folks, but welcome, Matt is also another joke. I'll let that go also. Welcome him back to town. Coming into view, we have the first professional float from the Tioga County Foster Care. This is our first float of this type today, designed by Tioga County Foster Care and carries our 2019 Pennsylvania State Laurel Queen, Miss Allison Deal of Millville, Pennsylvania. This float's sponsored by the Penn Wells Hotel and Lodge and the Wellsboro Rotary. She's had a good time to 2-year reign. It wasn't planned that way, but this is the way things work out. Lovely young lady representing the Laurel Festival of Pennsylvania.
They're really getting good fuel economy, but they had to compromise. 400 miles a gallon, top speed of 3.
Got Joe.
That truck's got a lot of power. So let's hear it for our Laurel Queen 2 years ago, but still our latest. She's still the reigning queen for another few hours. Then she has to turn in her tiara and sideline her sash.
You may have noticed that there's a small tent on the back of her float that fits in with the theme of Nesmuk. We'll have more about that a little later. But Nesmuk lived in Wellsboro for a good number of years, and he's a prolific writer and outdoorsman, conservationist that set the standards for a lot of our areas that are in the Pine Creek drainage. I think we have the Queen coordinators coming into our camera screen. That should be Deb Miller, Tara Gordon, and Jenna Miller. They always have a smile on. They're wonderful ladies. Coordinating the Queens when you have that number of people, the event, and the competition, takes one hand talking to the other hand. Okay, Representative Clint Allett. He's driving his personal vehicle. Very nice Jeep. Has the old American flag hanging in the back. And it's the Clint Kidmobile. All the Clint's kids. You can hear the crowd going crazy. Clint is our legislative district representative, the 68th district. He serves Bradford, Tioga, and Potter counties. On a personal note, he does a mighty fine job. We're looking forward to the next group. This is new to the parade this year. It's Melinda's School of Dance. An award-winning troupe from Troy, Pennsylvania. Melinda offers instruction in ballet, tap, hip-hop, dance fusion, contemporary, and acrobatics for ages 12 to 18. Looking good, ladies. Oh, my. We hope they come back every year. They're putting on a show. The crowd is loving it.
Wow, how about it? Big round of applause for
Our next vehicle is Commissioner Eric Coolidge from Tioga County. Driven in a 2003 BMW 325 Ci owned by Jim Bailey. And doesn't look like Jim Bailey's driving it, but it's driven by his granddaughter. And she was Miss Wellsboro in 2016, Samantha Bailey. Love to have her back.
That is unbelievable.
She had a wonderful experience as a participant, and now it's time to get some work out of her. And I think driving Eric, he may be telling her which way to turn, but she probably has her hands full. one of our favorite commissioners, Roger Bunn. He's a decorated Vietnam War vet, and he's in his third term as a commissioner in Tioga County, and should be driven by the county treasurer, Sandy Higgins. So we'll wonder what the discussions are in that when you have the treasurer and the commissioner driving together. And followed right up, keeping an eye on him, is Commissioner Mark Hammond in a 1994 Chrysler LeBaron GTS. It's owned by Mark Wood and driven by Wyatt Wood, his son, all of Wellsboro. Okay, it's getting loud now. Everybody's favorite hometown band, the Penn Dixie Band, with broad musical style, focused on Dixieland jazz. Penn Dixie has been performing for 32 years. If you notice, they have their own little buggy that attaches to their vehicle. Some would call it a truck bed, but it looks pretty utility-like. But they're really ripping into the Dixieland. Let's take a listen. Okay, we have a 1965 Buick Skylark. It's owned by Maria Frank of Wellsboro and driven by Curtis Runyon. Way to go, Kurt. Beautiful vehicle. That's, I think, over 50 years old. Wellsboro Fire Department, Rescue 1-8. These are the local guys. And that truck is parade worthy today. Beautiful piece of equipment. And we're followed up by Tanker 1-5. And that one that is in the front of the numbers designates a county seat, and Wellsboro is Department 1. And the third fire truck from Wellsboro Task Force 1 is Engine 1-3. This is also an opportunity for some of the kids that parents are fire folks, and they get to ride in the parade, and hopefully they'll be joining the fire force one of these days. Kind of a nice way to recruit. Very young, but it's a good one. Bring them on. We never have enough firemen and the rescue personnel and the paramedics and all the service personnel that needs to keep our town and county safe. Okay, we have a dignitary coming up, Jacob Michaels, Queen Judge. He's a radio personality. He's driven by Bud Voorhees, owner and operator of this 2001 Audi TT. I saw him making notes. He's probably checking how well we're doing on the stand. Okay, we have a camera on Renata Steele. She is another judge and she's the news director at WENY in Corning, New York. She's been here a number of years, and she loves coming back as a Queen's judge. She's driven by Bonnie Wood of Wellsboro in a 1964 Dodge Dart GT. Okay, coming up we get to see the beautiful Queens. And this unit's pulled by our good friend Charlie Messina. It's designed by Bradford Tioga Head Start. It's our second professional float. We have Miss Athens, Phoenix Jacobson, Miss Austin, Sierra Marks, Miss Bucktail, Angela Intarula, Miss Cameron County, Kaylee Breslin, Miss Canton, Karma Martell, Miss Central Dolphin, Abigail Hess, Miss Central Mountain, Jocelyn Renninger, and Miss Famous Cowanesque Valley, Riley Walker. Thank you, Mountain Valley. Tioga County Car Wash, 6 West Settlements, and MVR Vacation Rentals. Family of fine businesses. Yay, Riley. Okay, look out, here they come, the Hitmen Brass Band. Unit Directors David Martin. The Hitmen were founded in 2002. World Drum Corps and Buglers Hall of Fame member David Martin. Group consists of 8 of the finest incarcerated marching musicians in the history of the New York State Department of Corrections. They perform all over the U.S. and Canada, with recent performances at Rikers Island, Allenwood, Sing Sing, Auburn Prison, and a special return engagement at the San Quentin Federal Penitentiary. The Hitmen are a 5-time World Drum Corps Brass Ensemble champion and also hold the record in the Guinness Book of World Records for manufacturing 14,106 license plate in a 12-hour shift. The Hitmen would like to thank the Laurel Festival Committee for inviting them, the people of Wellsboro, for their hospitality. State Department of Corrections for permission to attend. Okay, the IREM Motor Corps, directed by Michael Hawk and coming from Trucksville, Pennsylvania. The IREM Motor Corps is part of the uniform units of the IREM Shrine, consisting of 4 separate divisions. They perform in many Pennsylvania parades and ceremonies. Not to be outdone with the big Motor Corps, but the Jaffa Shrine Little Vets Motor Corps Unit Directors Frank Hollingsford from Altoona, PA. The official philanthropy of Shriners International is a pediatric healthcare system of 22 hospitals dedicated to providing specialty care, research, and teaching programs. Their motto is, "We ride so others can walk." All right, the Shriners. If you have time, take a look at the Shriners Hospital. They do wonderful things for kids. Okay, here comes our next professional float, number 3, the Wellsboro High School FFA. Designed by Wellsboro High School Future Farmers of America, we welcome Miss Daniel Boone, Zoe Sweet, Miss Millville, Anna Dietrich, Miss Milton, Haley Carl, Miss Montgomery, Kennedy Marsh, Miss Montoursville, Lydia Barber, Darren Bryant, he's not a queen. He's with the Wellsboro Area School District, and he's driving the truck. Thank you, Ward Manufacturing, for your sponsorship of this float. And thank you, Darren, for doing a fine job on your driving abilities. Next is our High Sheriff of Tioga County, Sheriff Frank Lewandowski. He's one of the favorite sheriffs in the country here. Always on the cutting edge of law enforcement. Now it's Marie Seymour, the Tioga County Pathonetary. And Rebecca Charles is driving the vehicle. The Chevrolet Camaro is owned by Johnny Lundgren of Wellsboro. You're probably seeing a long shot right now, and these guys are putting on a show. They'll also have a show on the green following the parade. And earlier I neglected to mention that the Hitmen put a show on at 11 o'clock on the courthouse steps. And that just gets everybody foot tapping and wound up for a day. Here come the Downbeat Percussion Unit Director, Mike English from Buffalo. First appearing in the 2013 at the Jordan Memorial Day Parade, Downbeat Percussion has now expanded to perform across New York, Upper Pennsylvania, and even in Canada. The official drumline of the Buffalo Bills, they brought their talent to both our Wellsboro Area School District elementary schools. They visited here not long ago. They will be performing on the green after the parade. These guys step it up, liven it up, and pound the band, or pound the drums. I'm sorry. It's easy to get carried away when they put out so much music for 5 people. Take a listen and enjoy. I don't know, but our viewing stand's shaking a little bit. I think we're doing some toe tapping up here. All right, we have a celebrity. Ernie Coder, U.S. Army Vietnam vet, driven by Angie Serva, in a 91 Olds Delta 88 Brom, owned by Angie and Ann Serva of Wellsboro. The car was featured in the 2020 Oldsmobile magazine. With only 69,000 miles, this garage kept classic has lots of TLC. I can comment about Ernie Coder. He is also a wonderful neighbor on the lower end of Heisey Run. Ernie also participates in all the Veterans and Memorial Day services that are carried on behind us on the green, the center of Wellsboro. Okay, professional float number 4, driven by Billy G, designed by the Wellsboro High School FFA. Float carries Miss Mount Carmel, Lauren Shadesky, Miss New Covenant, Chloe Heck, Miss North Penn Liberty, Ryan Upham, Miss North Penn Mansfield, Audrey Grice, and Miss Port Allegheny, Mallory Causer. Thank you, Wild Ace of Outfitters, Casey 101, and AmeriHealth for sponsoring this float. Okay, we're going to try to get this line up. We got some beautiful tractors today. The Wellsboro High School FFA alumni driving today are the Vandergrift, Baker, Burkholder, and Avery families. They work to support the current students and encourage the success of local future farmers of America. Included in today's FFA alumni group are tractors from Everett Vanderhoof. Everett was a huge advocate of our very own Laurel Festival. He told stories at the beginning and advertised its importance to our community over the area and our state. He was proud of our heritage and his. Two of these tractors were the first ones he purchased for his now Century Farm. The 1941 Farmall H was purchased by Everett's father, Clyde, to work the farm. And Everett purchased the 1942 to work alongside his father. These are driven in Everett's memory. As he passed away in May, days before, excuse me, got a little choke here, his 101st birthday. He drove other tractors many times in the parade, but this one is for you, Dad. Whoa! Professional float number 5, the Girl Scout Troop 41408 of Mansfield. Sponsored by UPMC, Susquehanna, driven by Gary Bush. Welcome Miss Sagertown, Amber Costello, Miss Smithport, Kaylee Sanderson, Miss South Williamsport, Paige Kistner, and Miss St. John Newman, Suzu Shanaway. Girl Scout Troop 41408 of Mansfield designed this float. And the Girl Scout van is following the float. Okay, our next music is coming from Edward P. Maloney Memorial Pipe Band, directed by Richard Maloney from Vestal, New York. From Vestal, they've directed by Rich. This 25-member group includes 5 band front members. Edward P. Maloney, a New York PD officer, was a founding member of the New York PD Emerald Society Pipe Band. This group has participated in many parades, including the lead spot in New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade and Wildwood, New Jersey's Irish Festival. Widely regarded as the Notre Dame of pipe bands, we welcome them back. And Pennsylvania's DCNR Bureau of Forestry has a couple floats. Smokey the Bear. Under the direction of Brian Flume, Smokey's message is centered on wildlife prevention. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Smokey is celebrating his 75th birthday this year. Actually, Smokey's about my age and older than most of these antique cars that are in the parade. Thank you for all you do, Smokey the Bear. A fire crew on the parade route is the Cedar Mountain Fire Crew behind Smokey. Now the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Our local U.S. Army Corps from Ives Run Recreation Area and the Tioga Hammond Dam bring us bobber, The Water Safety Patrol boat is on the water locally, and Bobber and friends encourage everyone to practice water safety awareness. Don't let Bobber catch you without your life preserver. Bobber has his on. I don't know if you can hear, but we have the Lawrenceville Fire Department engine 8-3. The kids keep asking them to, let's hear the siren. And we're looking for a driver that's a well-known celebrity in the area, T.J. Riley. He's a basketball referee and all-around fireman, good guy. Give us a wave, TJ. Give us a wave. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service.
How'd you know we were hungry?
Thank you, Lawrenceville, for coming down to Wellsboro today. And it's not a crisis. Okay, Bradford Tioga Head Start. We have professional float number 6, driven by Nestor Service Center. We welcome Miss Troy, Adele Confer, Miss Wellsboro, Alexis Bonnick, Miss Williamson, Madison Cody, Miss Williamsport, Alana Drake, and thank you to Benedict's Bus Service LLC and CNN Bank for their sponsorship. Beautiful float, beautiful queens. I should probably say beautiful ladies. We're starting to hear some music come down the street, and it's Primetime Brass. Primetime Brass from Webster, New York is in their 16th year performing at each celebrations in Mardi Gras, New Orleans, 4th in July in Boston, and 5 years at the Rochester International Jazz Festival. They have also been part of the World War II Memorial in Washington for the honor flights. Let's take a listen to Primetime Brass. I see our cameraman, Ken Van Zandt, almost got swallowed by a tuba. Blossburg Fire Department Ambulance 47 and the Fire Department Engine 42 all shined up for today. Sometimes when we don't see an ambulance that's scheduled for the parade, they get called out to work. We hope that's not the case here. I'll take some of that back. We have a little switcheroo in the parade lineup with ambulances. And Blossburg's number 4. And then we have another one following, not directly behind, but close. That's Patrol 44. This is one of the newer units. That siren sound new and loud. Thank you very much. And this is ambulance 47 from Blossburg.
Come on, folks. We can be the rowdy people. It's all right.
Tioga County Fire Crew. Thank you, ladies. You can hear my neighbor just announce the Wellsboro Rotary. This is the club in Wellsboro has been serving the people of Wellsboro and surrounding areas since 1926. Recognizes local high school students for their achievement in beautiful, beautiful Jeep there, and in academic, sports, and the arts. And there's Nesmic riding this. Rotary Youth Exchange is an international student exchange program for high school students to spend an academic year studying abroad. Rotary clubs worldwide provide opportunities for adventure to high school students through the Rotary Youth Exchange. There's always a need to host families for our incoming exchange students. Something you'd like to be interested in, contact any member of the local Rotary Club through the club website. And thank you, Rotary International and Wellsboro Rotary and Nesmic from Morris. This is a 1949 Farmall Cub with tractor and wagon. Owned and driven by Jason Webster. They should be followed by a 1957 Farmall 230 with a tractor and wagon, and that's owned and driven by Jordy Webster. Looking good, Jordy. Beautiful Farmalls. We're going to allow some people to cross the street right now and take 10 seconds off. The float committee this year was volunteers from the Wellsboro Rotary that did the staging, and this has been one of the tightest parades I remember in a long time, which means we don't have time for commercial breaks, and we're not getting a break. That's okay. The Southern Tioga Marching Band. After several years of inactivity, the Southern Tioga Marching Band is rebuilding and glad to be returning to the Laurel Festival Parade. Directed by John Ruth, they perform annually at the Tournament of Bands and the Tournament Indoor Association for Indoor Garden Drumline. Let's give a nice hand to the Southern Tioga Marching Band. Maybe you can tell this appears to be a very happy band. Sound good, Southern Tioga? We have a little excitement with the Korean War Army truck. and he stopped right now at the intersection. On a normal year, but no years have been normal, we would cut to commercial, but this is a free live stream, so the smoke is gone and the truck is not running. It's a Korean War Army truck, the Lady M, with Alan Gersthill of Covington, and he returns for another run through the Laurel Festival Parade. They also show in Mansfield, Blossburg parades, and local car shows. Right now they have a group of volunteers pushing the Korean War truck up. I hope our cameramen are on top of this today. These guys are getting a big round of applause. Good job, gentlemen. I think that's going to be one of the highlights of the parade. My notes say that he was returning for another run through the Laurel Festival Parade. What didn't say was the run of the guys that are pushing behind it. Wellsboro Vacation Bible School. This year's Vacation Bible School theme is Treasured. Vacation Bible School is held in the green from June 21st to the 25th. All kiddos are welcome. Right now, if you could see, the green is full of vendors for the festival. They'll be out of here and get the school started. This is a new group. It's called Vortex Winds. New to the Laurel Festival this year. They're recommended by the Downbeat Percussion Team. Please welcome Vortex Winds, a dynamic and exciting group of wind musicians that play everybody's favorites, pop and rock hits.
We've got a 1950 or 54 Ferguson G30 tractor driven by David Hopkins.
These high energy kid, I didn't want to call them kid groups, but these young men and women bands are really something to see in the parade. The people love them. We love seeing them come to our town. Way to go, Vortex Winds. Nathan Hopkins is driving a gray Ford tractor. What kind of tractor is that? I can't see it right now. But it sure shows that there's a lot of time in cleaning them up and painting them and sharpening them up. This one looks like it could run for a long time. Okay, we should see a 1931 Model A Deluxe Coupe, John and Kay Brosey. Find your adventure in a Model A Ford. This Ford has the rumble seat in the back. I haven't seen one of these in a while. When we were kids, we had a friend that had one. They'd drive us around town. I don't think I could fit in the back of that right now. I could try, but it's a beauty. Following the Model T, Model A, Tioga Volunteer Fire Company Patrol Truck 7-4. might take that back. I think it's engine 79. Might be engine number 73. We'll figure it out when it gets a little closer. Yes, that was engine 7.3. Sometimes things happen and fire companies will switch up some of their vehicles close to parade time based on what they have going on in their home area. We have a 2013 Mini Jeep with Frank Humes behind the wheel. Repaired and refurbished 2013 Mini Jeep lawnmower by Frank Humes and Tom Overpeck.
Okay, we got 2003 Mini Jeep. We got Frank Humes here. It's a repair and refurbished. The 2013 lawnmower. Frank Humes and Tom Overpeck for the work on this. Again, this is right here in Laurel. That's 625 driving on the left side.
Noticing that this Mini Jeep also has its own sound system. All right, now we're getting ready for the Penn York Highlanders. They're from Athens, Pennsylvania, and led by drum major Dave Yale and pipe major Mike Sullivan, sponsored by Shell Appalachia. The band was founded in 1956 and have performed successfully since then with No Gaps, nicknamed the Ladies from Hell, with members from Pennsylvania and New York. We are thrilled to have them back. One of the first things when we got through the COVID, people were asking how many bagpipers were coming to town. There's a lot of them put on extra shows on Main Street and stop in some of the establishments before they leave town. Let's take a listen. Okay, the Applenap family and friends. Donate Life. From right here in Wellsboro, this float is honoring all organ, eye, and tissue donors and living donors while celebrating the life given to recipients. They want everyone to be aware of the need to register as an organ donor. We encourage you to learn more today at www.donor1.org. And followed up by Middlebury Township, Engine 11-2 and Rescue 11-8. Thank you, Middlebury. Okay, Tri-County Connections. Tri-County Connections driven by Jason Boyce of Wellsboro. They're delivering a brighter future. And Jason's driving. They got some celebrities in the back. That looked like Cat Rush. Oh, the Nelson Fire Company is here. T2. It's in Akron. They call their fire truck the Beast. 18.5 from Nelson. We can see our reflection in the side of the truck.
We got citizens in Northern Bank.
So well shined.
It wouldn't be Laurel Festival Parade without the Clipmobile from citizens in Northern Bank.
Right now, coming into a range of our cameras is the Citizens in Northern Bug. I used to drive this guy named Sammy Saver, and we always tease Sammy. CNN, based here in Wellsboro, that's their corporate headquarters. And that looked like a familiar guy driving. And of course, there's still candy left, and the kids are loving it. Okay, here comes Mighty St. Joe's. This is a group I said did a concert on the courthouse steps earlier. One of the oldest alumni corps still in existence today. Their mission is to educate and encourage people of all ages and skill levels by promoting the values of discipline, dedication, and teamwork through developing skills of musicianship, classic drum performance, and self-confidence. Our goal is to forever preserve the classic drum and bugle corps style, while developing a high energy and entertaining show that's unique to Mighty St. Joe's. They draw members from Central and Western New York, Pennsylvania, and Canada who have been performing with us at parades events for over 30 years. We're always open to new members to help us carry on the rich tradition, entertainment our fans know and love. We rehearse twice a month in Leroy, New York, and are proud to call the American Legion Spots Frioto Post 576 our rehearsal home and sponsor. If you are interested in joining us or booking us, please check out our website at www.mightystjoes.com. Also following Mighty St. Joe's is, thank you very much. That goes out to our communications people that are giving us constant updates, weather reports, and the parade can't go on without them. These are also the guys that provide communication to our pro rally that'll be September 17th this year. Now, this looks like a standard log truck, but it's a converted deuce and a half Army surplus. It's loaded with logs. This will go anywhere. It'll get you in the woods and get you out of the woods. And that means that deuce and a half is short for 2.5 tons. And following up, it wouldn't be a parade without Dale Howie. Dale and the boys. Whoa, Dale! And they're already advertising the STPR for September 18th this year. And this is the amateur radio group that fills in emergencies and events around the county, and really are supported by the people of Wellsboro. And our Real Talk cameraman's making a mug shot right now. And thank you, and thank our crew up here. We got the changes in. We're going to work a contract next year where we might get a break. I don't know, but it was a wonderful parade. Thank you for coming out, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the production.